This video chart presentation at Intertainment Media, brought to you by allpenny.stocks.com. Entertainment trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under ticker INT. This is a look at a 5-year weekly chart. Typically we look at about 1-year charts, but I thought it was pretty pertinent to note where the stock is sitting right now after a major run-up in the beginning part of 2011 from down here around a dime all the way up to hit 335. Stock's cooled back off over the last 2 years, sitting right back down now near a nice support level, pretty close to where it began the last run. And overall, by taking a look at a 5-year chart, you can see some stronger resistance points dating back into 2009, 2010. So I want to take a look at this long-term chart to show what I see. Now, being that it's been on a slide throughout 2012, the indicators are going to be pretty much buried. You can see the MACD has been sliding, but I think it's important to note the uptrend in the histogram, the bullish cross. It looks like it's going to be happening with MACD as 12 passes through the 26 EMA. When you look at it in the short term, you see a nice positive divergence, and you can only gauge that in this long term by looking at the histogram, showing this trending back towards zero. But importantly, the bullish cross is a shift in trend. Got a little bit of a PPO ADX pinch setting up. Nothing too tight at this point. And the ADX is set up in somewhat of a reversal position with the negative DI being on top, the positive DI being down low. See the MFI is starting to move upward now, showing that relatively speaking, people are starting to pay a little bit higher prices for the stock. Accumulation distribution is basically flatlined, making slightly lower lows. But overall, for about a year and a half or so, accumulation and distribution are about equal. Jake and money flow trending back towards zero, saying that the selling pressure is actually subsiding and buying pressure is moving back in a little bit. Buying pressure doesn't actually take over until it pops up into the green. CCI trending right around negative 100. Bottom feeders use that break of negative 100 as a buy point. Full stowed is buried in oversold territory. And the TRIX is a lagging indicator, not getting much from that at this point. RSI is also in oversold territory. That looks like they're trying to make higher lows, showing that the slightest amount of momentum is trying to build in this play, relatively speaking, over the last 6 months. So basically, for a chart like this, because of the slide in share price, have to look for support levels. And I noticed right through here, right around this 15-cent mark, see it was an area of resistance, held as an area of support, served as resistance again. And when the stock started making a move off this bottom, which would be a bottom support down here around 9 cents, when volume came in and it came up and blew through 15, its next real challenge area was right there around 20 cents. When it blew through that, that's of course when it soared to highs, and that's what I'd be looking for now. Again, in the short term, if you looked at it on a daily basis, you'd see support starting to establish at 14.5, 15 cents again, and that's a spot I'd be looking for to hold on a daily chart. On a weekly chart, going to call it a general area again, 14.5, 15 cents. And I'd look for some upward pressure to come in and challenge this 20-cent mark. We're only 1 day into this week. You see it traded about 300,000 shares yesterday. That's actually not a bad amount of volume for 1 day, because generally speaking, it's just below a weekly average. So what I'd be looking for is this volume bar to increase this week to help generate some momentum, bring this RSI back up, let the 7 break through the 14 and 21, show some more strength, allow the bullish cross to happen to show a shift in trend. And I'd look for that bounce off the bottom, because people that played this run back in the past are probably going to have their eyeballs back on this and be looking for entry points around here. Now, if it does make the move and breaks through 20, of course, key points can be trying to move back through these moving averages. But I don't see resistance really coming back in from a static standpoint until around 40 cents. Now, it's about a 165% move from where it is. Obviously, that's huge, but this has shown in the past that when volume increases, it can move in leaps and bounds. Beyond that, I don't see resistance again until up here around 80 cents or so. I'm not looking that far down the road. Right now I stay near-term focused, and that's for the support level to continue to hold. If it can't hold, I'd have to look back down here around 10 cents. But if it continues to hold and takes on some upward pressure, I'd be monitoring resistance at 20 cents. And a break of that, I'd start to look up towards the dynamic resistance of the moving averages and the static resistance of 40 cents and see how it performs if it can make it to that point. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the INT chart. But as always, merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.